On this week's episode of the Education Today podcast, I spoke with Hawa Gabriel about her years of experience as a school nurse in Massachusetts and New York. And one key takeaway from our interview is the fact that the job of a school nurse is very easy because all they do is pass out ibuprofens and band-aids all day long, and giving insulin shots to the student with diabetes and administering ADHD meds to the students who require them at the correct time each day, and changing catheters for the student in a wheelchair so he doesn't get an infection, or changing the dressing for the student who requires wound care, and ensuring that the student who just returned from surgery can navigate the school on her crutches, and rushing to the athletic field because a kid took a hit during PE and he may have a concussion, or trying to calm down the kid who fell off the monkey bars and is freaking out because of all the blood, and running to the cafeteria to help the kid who was injured after a fight that broke out during lunch, or rushing to a classroom because a kid had a seizure or fainted and you are the first line of defense before the ambulance arrives, or de-escalating a student who is having a panic attack or a meltdown or crisis, or doing a home visit along with the social worker to check on that kid who hasn't been in school for a while and, well, she just seems like she needs some extra care, or buying snacks with your own money for the teenage boy who stops by every day because he knows you keep a stack of snacks. He doesn't get much food at home, and the cafeteria food is not enough to sustain his growing body. And consoling the teenage girl who just discovered she's pregnant and is trying to find the right words with which to tell her parents. Or researching to find outside referrals for the family whose kid is having a mental health crisis. Or gathering and keeping donated clothes on hand for the kids who come to school in frigid temperatures with no winter coat. Or calling home for the kid who is sick, but her parents sent her to school anyway. She'll spend most of the day in your office because her mom is the only income earner and she cannot afford to lose her job by coming to the school. Or making the call about whether or not to make the call about the kid you suspect may be abused, knowing that if you're wrong, it could cause chaos in the family. Or advocating for the kid who keeps trying to hide out in your office every day because she's being bullied or ostracized, and your office becomes a safe space for her. Yeah, it's an easy job.